In the peaceful kingdom of Jenggala, there lived a couple named Prince Panji Asmarabangun and Princess Dewi Chandra Kirana, who later became known as Princess Kirana. In that peace, Prince Panji's evil stepmother accused him in front of the king, so Prince Panji was banished from the kingdom. Prince Panji left reluctantly. He went to the village as an ordinary young man. In the village, he was cared for by an old woman with great affection. The old woman gave Raiden Panji the nickname Ande Ande Lumut. In the palace, Kirana was sad because her lover had gone. The prince's stepmother still wanted to break their love bond. The stepmother planned to secretly send Kirana to the forest. Kirana got stranded in the forest. She then met three sisters named Red Kleting, Blue Kleting, and Green Kleting. Kirana eventually disguised herself as Yellow Kleting and lived together with the three sisters. Ande Ande Lumut's handsomeness and wisdom became the talk of the village. The news made Red Kleting, Blue Kleting, and Green Kleting even more eager to win over Ande Ande Lumut. Red Kleting also dressed up excessively to attract Ande Ande Lumut. That Red Kleting said her beauty was unmatched by pride. However, Ande Ande Lumut rejected her. Blue Kleting, who heard the Red Kleting being rejected, immediately sprayed fragrance all over its body. Blue Kleting then met Ande Ande Lumut, but he rejected it too. The Green Kleting, who heard that his two sisters failed to find Ande Ande Lumut at all. The Green Kleting tricked Ande Ande Lumut with sweet words. The wise Ande Ande Lumut refused. The Red, Blue, and Green Kleting sat around listlessly, talking about their failures in a blaming tone. They thought Ande Ande Lumut was too arrogant and biased. Meanwhile, the Yellow Kleting accidentally met Ande Ande Lumut. The Yellow Kleting shyly introduced itself. Ande Ande Lumut looked at the Yellow Kleting with streaks, a gentle and soothing beauty that reminded him of his former lover. They looked at each other, and even the Yellow Kleting said, "Are you Prince Panji I knew before?" Ande Ande Lumut was also surprised. Ande Ande Lumut replied, "Yes, I am Prince Panji. Are you my beautiful, beloved Kirana?" Feeling touched, the Yellow Kleting nodded. Under the big tree, they told each other what had happened all this time, about what the prince's stepmother did and how Kirana was eventually thrown into the forest. They were grateful to finally be reunited. They promised to always be loyal and support each other. They were determined to prove the truth that had been lost in the kingdom. The Red, Blue, and Green Kleting were surprised to see the Yellow Kleting with Ande Ande Lumut. They were upset. How could the ordinary yellow marble get Ande Ande Lumut? Ande Ande Lumut explained why they weren't chosen, starting from arrogance, pride, and fake sincerity. They just bowed down in shame. Ande Ande Lumut and Yellow Kleting said goodbye to the old mother and her three sisters. While crying, the three sisters of Yellow Kleting cried and apologized for the injustices they had done to Yellow Kleting. And with a generous heart, Yellow Kleting forgave them. Ande Ande Lumut and the Yellow Kleting explained that they were Prince Panji and Princess Kirana from the kingdom. Because of that, they said goodbye to leave. And although it was with a heavy heart, the old mother let go of her adopted child. In the middle of their journey to the kingdom, Prince Panji and Princess Kirana encouraged each other to keep going, even though a storm of problems would get in their way later. At the palace, everyone was shocked by the arrival of the prince, who was considered incompetent, and the princess, who was believed to be dead, returning. Prince Panji went straight to the king and explained all the wrongdoings of his stepmother, all the slanders against him, and also the crimes against Kirana. All the evidence had come to light. Even though she had defended herself, the stepmother couldn't escape. Everyone was shocked by the evil she had done. Nobody believed her anymore. The stepmother could only be angry, and she was sentenced to prison by the king. The wedding of Prince Panji and Princess Kirana was also held at the Royal citizens were very happy to celebrate it, and the elderly mother. And 3 yellow Kleting siblings attended as guests of honor. The story of Ande Ande Lumut spread widely, becoming a bedtime tale for children all over Java. It teaches that true beauty comes from a sincere heart, that loyalty will always be tested, but eventually triumphs, and that pride only brings ruin. In the peaceful palace, Prince Panji and Princess Kirana lived happily ever after, watching their love bloom through the seasons, becoming a legacy of wisdom for generations to come.
Terima kasih sudah menonton. Jangan lupa like dan subscribe ya, supaya nggak ketinggalan video seru lainnya.